Step 1, start your research by talking to a realtor. First off, congratulations, you've already begun the process. The first step in looking for a home is doing research, and part of that research includes finding the right company and the right realtor for you. Real estate agents are important partners when you're buying or selling a home. We provide you with helpful information that isn't always easily accessible to the public. Here at Premier Listings, we are full-time realtors exclusively servicing South Florida. Our team of agents receive daily and weekly training so that we are up to date, we are informed, and we know this market inside and out so we can best serve you. In addition to our local knowledge, our general knowledge of the home buying process, and our negotiation skills, we are extremely valuable to the process. Realtors do so much, but I always say the 3 most important things that we do for you as your realtor, number 1 is protect your interests, number 2, negotiate on your behalf, and number 3, we make sure the transaction goes smoothly. I know it seems that buying real estate is simple enough, but the truth is there are many pitfalls and possible obstacles that can be very expensive and very stressful. I'm telling you, don't go it alone. You need an experienced professional to guide you through the process. This is a life-changing decision, and we're here to support you. And best of all, it doesn't cost you anything to use an agent. We are compensated from the commission paid by the seller of that house. You can think of your realtor as your personal shopper and chief negotiator. It's our job to help you find the right home, make a competitive offer. When you complete this class, you'll be prompted to schedule a buyer consultation with one of our associates. And during that consultation, you'll want to give as much information as possible so that we can do the best job possible. The more we know, the better job we can do. We will set up your initial search. Now, let's go back to discuss the research option, which is really the first step in the process. You've most likely registered on our home search site, and if not, I recommend registering so that you're set up to receive property alerts. And let me explain a little bit about what our home search site does. It's a copy of the MLS, and it updates every 5 minutes, so it's always accurate. People sometimes think they need to check various sites, like Zillow, for example, but let me tell you, Zillow is notoriously inaccurate. By registering on our site, you are getting all of the homes that are available and that are listed up for sale on the MLS. Now keep in mind that our brokerage and our agents all pay local realtor association dues in order to participate in our MLS. And that means that you are getting that value by using our site. You're going to want to save an initial search with what's most important to you and start getting an idea of what's out there and what's on the market for your budget. And here's why it's so important. You need to have an understanding of the market. You should be looking at price, days on market, and you should pay attention to what's happening in the neighborhoods that fit your needs. Here's a pro tip. Make a list and include your absolute must-haves versus the things that you can live without. So for example, in your family, you might need 3 bedrooms, and that would be on your absolute must-have list. But even though you'd love a pool, it's not a necessity. This is the kind of thing that I want you to do when you're thinking about your lists. Now, in understanding what you're looking for, you also need to understand the types of properties. And part of that research includes cities, areas, and neighborhoods that will work for you. For example, do you need to consider the school district? Or perhaps you're concerned about the amount you'll be paying for property taxes. And keep in mind that here in South Florida, there are communities with certain restrictions, such as age, mandatory membership, purchase membership requirements, monthly, quarterly, or even yearly dues. There are pet restrictions, and there are other rules regarding how often you could rent out your home. There are communities with gates, within country clubs, on the water, out of the water, and each of those circumstances is going to have a big impact on you. So make sure to have that conversation with your realtor. Now keep in mind, there are different types of properties. Here in South Florida, you'll find 1, condos. Now these are homes that are governed by a condo association, which is made up of unit owners in the building. The association elects a board of directors, which handles the maintenance and repair of common areas. They handle disputes among unit owners, and they enforce the rules and the regulations. They also enforce the condo fees. The second type are villas or townhomes. Villas and townhomes, they're not located in a building per se, but they often can be governed by a condo association, and they often share a wall. Now, they may be governed by a condo association or a homeowner association, which is also known as an HOA. Now let's define an HOA. An HOA is an organization in a division, or a planned community, or even a condominium. They make and they enforce rules for the properties within that community and for their residents. Now let me clarify this further. A townhome or a villa may be part of either a condo association or it may be governed by a homeowner association. It may also be what's called fee simple. A fee simple property means there's no governing association. Now the third type of property are single family homes. A single family home is detached and doesn't share walls with any other structure. However, understand that a single family home may be within a community and it may be governed by a homeowner association or even a condo association. There are single family homes that are not in any community and have no fees at all. Now there are some that are within communities that have shared common areas or perhaps homes located within country clubs. Keep all of this in mind when considering your monthly expenses. Number 4, the fourth type, are duplexes and multi-unit properties. A duplex or a multi-unit property has more than one unit, even though it may be only one structure. These may or may not be part of a larger community and subject to other fees. These are often good opportunities for those of you interested in owning a home and perhaps renting out another part of the home, or perhaps living in one and renting out all of the rest. Let's now talk about step 2.